is the Iron Trader. It is Monday morning, so it's time to go to work. Okay, so as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, about ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now, I watched my video last night there. Crude was actually coming off. We had this sort of like a topping tail here, so you never really know how that's going to react sometimes. And what it is, it came down, but it was an inside day. But again, it was only a half hour in with the trading. And now you can see where it rallied up. Now, what's going on here, first of all, you have to watch the Middle East. But now there's another hurricane, Category 2, coming in towards Florida. They think it's going to kick up to about a Hurricane 4 and then come down to a 3. So this is going to be quite disaster, and you could have a huge disruption here in the crude oil business. Now you can see here, this is what we had here going on is like a war premium. So always watch what's going on in the Middle East. This is what you got going on here, okay? So now today what we did is we made a higher high and a higher low, okay? So yesterday when we looked, when futures opened there at 6 p.m., we had a low there of 73.62. But if you look at Friday's low was 73.46. So you had that higher low, and now we have that higher high. Okay, so what we're looking for here is this right here, is this 100-day 76.16. Which we're right in. And then we're going to be looking here right at this 200-day. You're looking at 77.31 here on this 200 SMA here. Let me see if I can get it right in there for you. Yeah, 77.31. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking for. Now, again, if we can blast through that area, then what we're going to do is we're just going to start following all these candles up here. Okay, so what do we have? We got 78.60, and then we're going to come up to the top of this candle. You have 79.10, and then we're going to come in here and retest this high of 80.16. Just bring that price channel right across. Now, if she keeps right on running, then what we're going to do is we're going to come to the top of this candle here at 81.34. We'll have the top of here at 82.27, and we have 83.10 going right there. Just bring that price channel right across, and then we'll bring the next level, which you're looking at, is 83.74, and then we have your big retest up here at 84.52. Again, I always like to show you where it's going. I'm not saying it could stop right here at this 100-day or at the 200-day. We got to see how this is all going to shake out. But everything is really right now based on the hurricane and on the Middle East here situation going on here. Now, I'm still long here. From this area I kept over the weekend because I had no idea how that war is going to go. So I'm just going to see how this is all going to shake out and see what happens here when it gets and if it gets to that 200 SMA here. Now on the downside, you want to watch is yesterday or Friday's high, I should say, that's 75.57, and then we'll come over to the top of this candle. You're looking at that 74.09. Level, and then what we'll do is we'll look here to the bottom. You're looking at 73.46, and then we got that 50-day at 72.86. And then right below us, obviously, we have this 8-day. That's going to be your next support level at 71.34, and then we have 70.33. Now you can see how this 8-day, you crossed above that 21-day, and it's curling up very, very nicely. 21-day curling up very nicely. Now this is actually looked like a very, very bullish chart here. The key is with this war situation premium here, because now we have a lot of dollars in here because we had a low all the way down here at 66.33, and we have a high today of 76.42 here. So we got about 10 points worth of hurricane and worth of war premium going on here. So if this somehow settles out, this could come off real, real quick. So always remember that. But again, if it escalates, then we can always go very, very much higher until we get all the way up to that retest up there of 84.52. Now, any kind of a disruption, if there's any like with oil fields or anything on that situation, you could just blast right through all of this and come right on the top here. Now, eventually, this I think is going to be a really good short play, but right now the trade is long. Okay, there's trade is long. Okay, so it held Friday's low. Okay, and then now it made a nice green candle. So actually the trade is long until it isn't. Okay, RSI, you got plenty of room to run here. MACD, your green over your red, looking very, very bullish here on the old Crude. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have the natural gas. Now you're right in seasonality going on here all the way till first, second week of December. All depends on what kind of winter and kind of a situation, disruption, what we're going to have going on here. Now, you can see Friday's candle. That was a very, very bearish engulfing candle because what it did, it made a higher high, but it engulfed. Look how many candles that it engulfed. Okay, so you got a low there of 2.831. We were looking for support right here at 2.82. It held that, and now today we put in a lower low kind of a situation here. Okay, so let's look at the upside here first. So what you want to do is look at today's high. That's at 2.83, but this is going to be the key right here, this 2.878. That's going to be very, very critical here on the upside level here, okay? So again, if you can get back above that, then what we'll do is we'll look right to the bottom of this candle, looking at 2.9, and then what we'll do is we'll come over here, you're looking at 2.94, and then we just take the candles all the way on up here, you're looking at 2.98, and then you have your big retest up there at 3.019 level. Okay, now downside, well, we want to watch today's low. Okay, you're looking at 2.78, but really the key is going to be right here. Okay, this is your gap. This is 2.72. That's going to be big support. And if that is lost here, we can come to the top of this candle here at 2.674. But realistically, this 2.65, there's your fill. Okay, your gap and your fill. Now, it doesn't have to always fill that gap. A lot of times it comes right down to the gap and then holds it and then rallies right back up higher. But again, if it goes lower, then we go look right to the fill, and then what we'll do is we'll look right to this 21 SMA here at 2.57. If that's lost here, then obviously we can come right here to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at roughly 6. And then we come down here at 2.42 if it happens to come right on off here. Now you can see here your RSI was getting into that kind of like a nosebleed situation, like an overbought condition. Not saying it can't stay there, because it obviously it did there for quite a few days. But then it came right on off here, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But just because it comes down a little bit doesn't mean it can't rally right back on up there. Okay, so this is what we'll just like with the situation we had here. Okay, see we had that, it was like overbought condition, sold down, and then she just rallied right back on up here. But then see, this was a perfect tell, because see, then we put in a lower high. Okay, see this negative divergence, how we high here and low, but we had a high here, but even a higher high. See that negative divergence? Always watch those on the chart. But we don't have anything of that going on right now. Now, your green is still over your red. Yeah, it looks like it wants to roll over, but it hasn't rolled over yet. Okay, that's the thing. So this is still positive momentum. So here for what you want to watch today. Okay, it's just watch today's low. Okay, that's at 2.78. Watch that low. Next level here you're going to be looking at here is going to be 2.73, and then you gap right at 2.72. That's going to be, and then we have your fill, then you have your 21-day. Upside, everything is going to be about this 8-day. Okay, if you can get back above it, then we can just follow the candles up here until we get the retest here of 3 and then 3.02. Okay, now again, once we blast above that, then we have some really nice targets up here, 3.09, 3.13, and then there's your big retest there of 3.15. I think it's just going to be a matter of time. I don't think it's going to be sitting down here all winter long here. So we'll kind of see how this all shakes out. So just trade this range until she either breaks up and goes higher, or she breaks down and maybe goes to the gap or possible fill. Okay, I'll be back here at noontime area for midday trading, and we'll take a look here at crude oil, natural gas, and we'll see exactly what's going on with that. And then we throw something else, mix. Now remember, keep your eye on that hurricane here that's happening in the U.S. on Florida. That's going to be a market mover for crude oil, and watch that war premium. Okay, that's going to be very, very key right now. Crude oil is a long trade until it isn't. Okay, thanks for watching.